Genuine confidence is the feeling that no matter what happens, I know I can handle it. Our role as a parent is to provide opportunity within our family means, to provide a positive support network so every good and bad experience can help our children take one more step towards their best self. Belief tends to be a bit more fixed and is based around the future, whereas confidence tends to be based around the past and appears in the present moment. It can be both a devil and an angel, and these can change in a split second. Score is 5-2. I've been here before and I've lost. How is it I can never make that shot? These are all things that children say and think all the time on the tennis court. Our job is to draw on all our resources to help monitor and develop the confidence in our children. This process could be likened to bumper bowling. We act as the bumpers and ensure things never go off track. The 4 pillars I use to monitor and develop the progress of players are mindset, and in this case, especially for parents, it's perspective, feedback, internal and external communication, goal setting, which is the planning of the skill development, and the experiences, which essentially is we live and we learn. Perspective is the angle at which we view things, and the vast majority of confidence issues relate to self-esteem. Therefore, they are connected to how people view themselves. We should never attach our self-worth to results. If we do, then we're in danger of our self-esteem mirroring the scoring system. A typical tennis match is a roller coaster with many highs and lows, and when our children win, it does not mean they are a better person, and when they lose, it definitely doesn't make them a worse person. It is possible to win 50% of the points in a match and still lose. Look back at the Roger Federer in the 2019 Wimbledon final. He won just under 52% of the total points in the match, but still managed to lose. So what could we attach our self-worth to? The controllables of work ethic, desire to learn, desire to improve, and how we are with other people. Your children need others in order to be their best self. We have to be careful we don't program robots. Tennis is incredibly hierarchical. We don't climb anything in tennis. We work hard and we take one step forward at every opportunity. We can encourage our children to want the best for their opponents. If the opponents are at their best, then everyone improves to a high level. We raise the bar. We want no hollow wins. We encourage our children to practice and compete against everyone. There are 3 main types of pressure in tennis matches. The pressure of being the underdog, the pressure of being in a close match, and the pressure of being the favourite. The toughest pressure, without doubt, is being the favourite. If we can believe our children, if we believe our children can only improve by practicing and competing against better players, then they never practice being the favourite, and they never develop a well-rounded, skillful game. We put out positivity, and this leads to having a healthy perspective, which reduces tension, helps keep a clear head, and helps our children feel good about themselves. Having a healthy perspective also opens up the channels for more positive communication. The most impactful channels are positive self-talk and positive body language. Positive self-talk includes positive affirmations, which are statements which lead to an I can do mentality. Have your children start practicing writing positive affirmations in a journal. They can practice these in front of the mirror, in private. Practice gratitude. You practice that too. Always be grateful for what you have and not bitter about what you don't have. Positive body language is, I use the term empowering posing, not power posing. I want our children to feel empowered. This is placing yourself in a positive physical state on and off the court. Head up, shoulders back, back straight, head on hips, hands on hips, arms outstretched, large facial expressions. And these can be practiced in front of the mirror and again in private. When you're comfortable doing these, you could video these on the court and off the court. Your child will create a positive image of their self in their mind's eye. This increases the testosterone, which helps with courage and risk-taking. It decreases cortisol, which is a stress hormone which clouds thought process and increases anxiety and tension. Your children can have fun practicing the right way and the wrong way. Have them practicing with negative body language and then get them to switch to positive. They will definitely feel the difference in this. Goal setting. This creates a compass and a barometer for our children's development. If it can be measured, it can be developed. Skill essentially is being able. And tennis requires us to be able to do so many different things. Therefore, we have to prioritize and map out the main areas which all contribute to the feeling of progression. Measurables include outcome stats such as first serve percentage, points won on serve, return of serves made, points won on return. They're like the big building blocks of a tennis match. Performance stats such as percentage of points won in attack, rally, and defense. And process information such as where the shot after the serve is hit from, what part of the flight is it hit at, how early did the player set up, how did they use appropriate technique, did they commit to the shot, did they breathe through the shot. There are literally thousands of different processes which go into each performance. Each of these provide an opportunity for our children to focus and evaluate. What can we do as parents? We can be a fact finder. We can pass these facts on to the coach so they have evidence of the performance. We can video, but only when possible, but we can definitely video more in practice sets. Our children can practice preparing for their performance. Start by writing one area they want to focus on in the performance. After the match, they can evaluate based around what went well, what didn't go to plan, and what they would do differently next time. Eventually, this will lead to them being able to plan multiple areas and evaluate in the moment. Long term, they will be able to visualize before they even perform. Hopefully, you can start to now see how all these pillars are starting to intertwine. Experiences. You cannot not have an experience, and everyone is an opportunity to learn and progress. With a healthy mindset, we can help our children eventually see the positives in every situation. Have your children revisit negative experiences in their journal and reflect on the long-term positives that have come from these experiences. The mind then refiles this as a new memory and therefore has created a positive memory. With practice, this can be done in the moment and lead to a crucial thought: acceptance. Our children can learn to understand bad things will happen and they can accept, learn, and move on. Tip for a more enjoyable tournament experience. If possible, take a non-playing tennis friend to a tournament. You will reduce the stress, provide a fun social experience, the friend can help provide confidence, and reduce the temptation for a full parental debrief after the matches. We've all been there. Whenever possible, add a social experience in the evening, as decompression is crucial. Use travelling experience as family bonding opportunities, and find subtle ways to educate on the planning, whether it be the booking of the flights, the hotels, the budgeting for the entire trip, for the day, the costs and the preparation of a day. Everything that is involved in a trip, you can subtly help them realise and start to plan it for themselves. Always look to develop positive routines, as these will eventually become habits of excellence. These habits can eventually become rituals, and rituals can act as the scaffolding for all their thoughts, feelings, and behaviours. To summarise, having a positive and healthy perspective reduces stress and creates a positive self-identity. We never attach self-worth to the results. We always offer unconditional love and conditional support, and it's up to you what conditions you put in place. But my suggestions are: must always try your best, must always respect the opponents and the officials, must always have self-respect, must look for the positives in every single experience. Positive body language and self-talk can be practiced off the court. As parents, we must also practice our communication. Catch yourself if you are negative and instantly correct yourself. This shows great self-awareness and shows that we all can make mistakes. Be a fact finder for the coach. And everything your child does is an experience, therefore an opportunity to learn and grow. Watch out for overloading on too much of any of the experiences, whether that be coaching, training, or the tournament play. Create social experiences whenever possible, because it must be fun. Remember, confidence is an ever-moving creature. It takes practice to channel your confidence. Acceptance is a massive part of channeling confidence. Your child will never run out of skills to develop. Genuine confidence is that feeling that no matter what happens, I know I can handle it. Imagine your child having this ability in everything they do in their life. What a fulfilled life they will lead. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave any thoughts or questions below.